Hello. My name is Aniruddha, and I welcome you back to my channel. The scene I'm painting today is from a photograph that I myself took very recently. I took this photograph when I was out one Sunday morning with the Urbansketchers chapter from Bombay. I was looking around for a suitable scene to paint. I eventually opted to paint a different scene rather close by. But this masjid in the middle of the road caught my attention. Places of worship being dead center of a road is more common than you would expect here in India. I've seen a couple of others in Bombay itself. However, I have not seen this one before. Often, when I arrive at the location where the morning urban sketcher session is going to be held, I walk around the area, scout for potential scenes that I can paint, grab myself some breakfast, and only after that do I pick a spot, sit down, and begin sketching. As you might have already noticed, I have cropped and reframed my scene into a landscape format to better fit my sketchbook. As I often do, I have started by putting down the color of the light, wetting down some parts of my page and trying to keep those areas connected. Next, I will start working with the elements in the background, starting with that distant building on the right. I do this while my paper is still wet to ensure that the paint fuzzes and creates a blurry effect. A piece of paper hardly ever dries evenly. You can estimate the level of wetness by touching the paper or even by observation, but you can never be 100% sure. This level of wetness is important because it determines the amount of fuzzing that you will get once you put the paint down. It is this unpredictable nature of watercolor that I find the most joyful part. I am simply suggesting some windows and balconies on that distant building there. Now onto the trees to the left. The spot that I did pick to sit down and sketch on that Sunday morning was actually under these trees right here. It was a hot late May day, temperatures around 35-36 degrees. However, you couldn't feel the heat under the trees. They make such a huge difference in cities as hot as mine. I'm connecting the shadowy area under the trees to the shadow being cast onto the road. After this, I think I'm going to add a touch of color to the masjid. At this point in the painting, I am using my two larger brushes, my number 8 round brush and my number 12 round brush. Occasionally my flat brush as well. In the description for this video, you will find all the materials that I have used. Going to turn my attention back to the right hand side. Now that the page is more dry, I am going to add the vegetation there. I waited because I want those edges to be sharper, as this tree is closer to us. And I'm going to connect that tree into some of the shadowy bits of the building on the right. I am very close to being done with this first pass of paint. Just a few darker hits here and there to go. I'm going to put in that reddish garden wall on the left to start building a sense of perspective. After this, I'm just going to wait for my page to dry a little more and then come back with my pens. On the almost dry paper, I'm putting down my line work using a 0.6 fine liner and a Fude ink pen. Line work is an aspect of my sketching that I'm not 100% comfortable with just yet, and I'm looking to improve. At the moment, I'm just putting down my lines in a way that feels smooth and natural to me. I use the Fude pen to add more variety to my lines, as it gives me variable line thicknesses and a little bit of flair. I will of course come back at the end of the painting to add my thickest lines. I will not be adding any lines to the elements in the background, as I don't want too much attention to go there. Now I'm going to move my attention completely to the masjid building. As far as the more intricate details of the masjid go, I am simply going to indicate that they are there. My color mix for most of those shadow areas is burnt sienna and ultramarine blue. Gives a nice rich neutral color which you can bias towards blue or brown as you deem suitable. Also very easy to lift. At this stage, I'm working with smaller sections of the paper. So the speed that I'm working at has dropped considerably as compared to the first pass of paint. My approach and thinking behind most subjects that I paint, no matter how diverse, is always very similar. I have now published 20 plus of these videos here on YouTube. If you are enjoying this one so far, might I suggest that you check out some of those as well? And if you have already, please feel free to suggest topics that you would like to see videos on. If you are interested in full-length watercolor classes, I have a bunch of those published on Skillshare. There is a link in the description below that will give you your first month on Skillshare free of cost if you want to check them out. Adding some darker hits of paint to those shadow areas, perhaps suggesting some objects or further doorways. Next, I'm going to do something that I probably wouldn't have done if I was making this painting at the location. I am going to wet down the sides of the masjid and introduce a little bit of pigment there, hoping to exaggerate its roundish form. I can choose to do this sitting at home because there is no question of the light changing or me running out of time. Also, I have access to a spare container of clean water. I'm using my smallest brush, number 4, to put in quick calligraphic marks to indicate the smaller details. Even the text on the signboard there is actually just marks, not actual text. We're now at the finishing stage of our painting. First, I will add some dark color to the vegetation there on the left, bringing it forward and closer to the viewer. Next, I'm going to move back to my pens. First, this white jelly roll pen to add the gate and some brighter details and highlights. And also my Fude Nib sailor pen to add bold lines where they are required. A lamppost here, a darker line there, just random indications of details. Perhaps I can lift some paint at the doorway to suggest a person standing there. The black fence of that park there appears to be the darkest part of this scene. And as I do often, I will conclude the scene with some overhead electrical wires. Thank you for joining me here today. Hope you enjoyed this little demonstration. Please remember to do all the YouTube things like subscribe, ring the notification bell. I will see you in the next one.